about a bumper sandwich, booger lips?
One thing about living in Santa Carla I never could stomach. All the damn vampires. Shut up!
When there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth.
I don't know what the hell's in there. It's weird and pissed off, whatever it is.
Jason's alive. He killed my friend, now he's coming for me.
Look at me, Damien. It's all for you.
You bastards. Why are you torturing me like this? Why?
Well, I'll tell you. Nobody handles garbage better than we do.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes?
Is this Anna?
Maybe. Who's asking?
Oh, you don't want to know.
Oh, really? I don't want to know.
No.
You don't sound like anyone I've ever met before.
Is your refrigerator running?
I believe so, yes.
Then you better go get it.
Okay, I don't have time for this. Yes.
Is your dishwasher running?
No, it's not, because I don't have a dishwasher, actually.
Oh. The last house did. It was on the left. Oh. That's strange. Bye.
Yeah.
Listen here, you stupid cunt. It's the census, and I want to know what's your favorite scary horror movie podcast review. Goddamn millennials and their stupid hobbies.
You came in real hot, sir. I don't think you needed to call me a see you next Tuesday. But
Well, you know what? You're the one that hung up on me twice, and all I'm trying to do is figure out if your appliances are running and what your favorite scary movie horror podcast that all the goddamn millennials keep making is.
well, I appreciate you asking me about my appliances. Yes, they are running.
Take
The ones
forever, lady.
I do own.
I have a lot of houses to call. It's the census. Have you ever fucked with us before?
Yeah, y'all are assholes.
Oh, all right.
You always
called
call
us an
and
asshole?
show up
You
at
call-
the worst
you know
times.
what? Hey, guess what? Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Your car's extended warranty. It needs extended again.
I never had an extended warranty to begin with, so joke's on you.
Oh, you know what? I thought you did a direction.
Have you ever heard of the podcast Spoils of Horror? They're a horror movie hangout more so, not really a review show, but they're really good. Did you have any in mind that I should know about? I mean, I'm a pretty big podcast listener.
Oh, that's why I called. Because I knew
Oh.
that with all the houses at the census. I work for Doge. This is part of what I do at Doge.
Okay, interesting.
It's the Department of extracting podcast horror movie. And that's not the small as a horror, like really so original. Like, oh my God. It's just like two dudes who sound like Bill Burr who like probably think that like they're cool or something. And I bet
They are cool, and
I listened once and they were total nerds.
No, they're fun nerds.
Yeah. There's no
Okay,
such
well,
thing as
what
fun
about
nerd.
what about the Baron's Hideout podcast? Have you ever heard
Who's
of that?
Baron? No one even ever did. There's no one on the show named Baron. Doesn't make any sense.
It's a hideout.
Why would you hide?
But for people like you and the census people who show up at my door.
I'm sorry. That is my job that I got hired for. I make a nice $16.75 an hour.
It's more than I make.
See?
Let's see. What about...
Yeah. There's a lot of scary movie horror review podcasts that maybe show up like, I don't know.
What about Bucket of Chum? He's a shark movie podcast.
Doesn't count. That doesn't do horror movies.
Sharks scared the shit out of me. That's horror. It's a subgenre.
Well, it just sounds like you should get over that fear. It's pretty.
No.
I mean, like, oh, look at me.
It's
I'm on land.
deep-seated.
I'm on the land. Oh no, what are they gonna do? Get me?
Knowing my luck,
No
yeah, they
such
probably
thing as a
would.
land shark, unless it was a street shark, which was a really, really popular toy series from 1992 to like maybe 95. Did you own any street sharks?
I did not. No.
Loser.
Oh, hang on. I've got call waiting. Give me just a second.
No, you don't.
Hey, Anna, Charlie.
What's up?
We're recording here in just a little bit. Me and Pete are on Zencaster waiting on you.
Already?
What's going on?
This
Yeah.
fucking. He says he's from the census. I thought they just came to your house. I didn't know they called
Did
you.
he ask about the appliances first?
Yeah. He asked me about my refrigerator and then my dishwasher, which I don't own, by the way.
Hold on. I got Pete on the other line. Hold on, let me hit the button.
Let's do three-way. We have three-way.
Yeah, well, I got three-way. Pete, you there?
Huh? Yep.
Did that
Hey,
asshole call
Charlie.
you about the refrigerator yesterday?
I got a weird phone call, but he was asking for King Albert and wanted to know if he was in a can.
Pete, no one's going to get that joke right now, okay?
Oh, no?
And it's Prince Albert.
Prince Albert.
Oh,
yeah.
Prince.
This all stays. No. So, yeah, is he on the other line right now with you, Anna?
Yeah, is he? I want to hear what
yeah.
this is going on.
According to my phone, he's still over there. Let me see if I can get him back with everybody. Hang on.
Click him.
We got four-way.
Yeah.
I'm back in our sunshine. Whoa.
Oh, good. I'm so glad you're still here.
Hey, what's that?
So
I'm
I'm actually
favorite horror movie podcast review show.
So actually, I'm on a horror podcast, and we're fixing to record right now. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's called "Give Me Back My Horror Movies."
That's a really long title. Like, how's anyone going to abbreviate that? I mean, imagine creating an email for that.
It's not that difficult. Hey, it's not that difficult, asshole.
Is that guy that I talked to?
Yeah, I talked to you yesterday.
What are you doing on the line? This is a one-way
I don't know.
call.
Look,
Small world.
you
sir.
obviously listened to the show because that's how you got all our contact info.
No, I work for the Doge. It's the Department of Getting Extraction of Horror Movie Podcast Information.
I don't think you were.
1675. I will show you. You know what? I'm shutting you down just like that. You're fired.
Oh, I'm fine. I'm
what's
fired.
that? You want me to fire him? Yeah, he's fired.
All right. Well, look, sir.
You're fired.
Does he have the authority to do that? What?
He
I
does.
do.
He has zero authority.
You want me to come over there?
Sure. Go ahead.
Yeah,
All
come
right.
join
Let's
us.
go.
Come join us.
Okay, I'm gonna. I'll get right over there.
All right. We're going to start this one. Let's get on with the show.
What's up, you guys, and welcome back to Give Me Back My Horror Movies. I am one of your hosts, Anna. With me, as always, is Pete. Say hello, Pete.
Hello, Pete. Hi, Anna. Boy,
How's
I
it
can't wait to
going?
talk about this movie.
I know, I'm very excited. I hope you're not as much of a hater as you've been pretending to be this week. Shithead.
We'll talk about that here in a sec.
We will. Next up, we have Nate. Welcome to the show, Nate.
Well, hello, everybody.
Hello. Charlie. We have Charlie as well. He's also here every week.
I forgot about me completely. I was just like,
am I supposed to say more? Because I got nothing else other than hello right now.
This is my
hello.
This is my first time driving, you guys. A little rusty on that.
that's okay.
Hello.
So
Pete drove us into a cliff. And
After
I'm
February,
famous for stumbling over everything.
and then March is now like the comeback. This is where everything gets right back on track. You know,
February was great. We had a blast.
February
It was memorable.
definitely
It
happened.
was memorable.
It was memorable.
Always.
February is a
It's
month.
really hard to reverse lobotomies after they've been happened.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what February caused for me.
First time Charlie liked February. Man.
I know. It felt so wrong, but also so good.
Did you have to go take a shower, a long bath with a bath bomb in it?
Every recording.
He had one of those
I
shark
got the
bath
peat on
bombs.
me.
He's curled up in a ball in the shower crying. It's like, why did I like this? I don't like it.
It's all over me.
I feel dirty. But we are here to cleanse ourselves of Pete Month and start anew.
Yep, we
And
needed it.
It's a glorious feeling. So the fellas said you get a pick for March. And with the show just celebrating 4 years, I felt like it was time to bring just a masterpiece of a horror film to this show, one that I feel like is way overdue for being here, and that is Scream from 1996. Huge nostalgia trip for me. I'm going to be gushing a lot tonight because I am the Scream
You're
queen.
acting
I
like
love
we
slashers.
never cover.
Is that how you got your
popular
name?
movies.
Scream Queen? You're the queen of Scream, the movie?
Well, in the line in Scream where Randy's like, she's the Scream queen.
Okay.
Yeah, that. And plus it's a play on the slasher genre as well.
Sure.
No, what were you saying?
I mean, you're acting like we just never cover any of the big horror movies. Like we've covered Hardware, Brotherhood of the Wolf,
Casper.
Casper,
Yeah,
John
heavy
Carpenter's Vampires.
Mm-hmm.
And then Vampires with a
Arguably the
Y.
best.
Mm-hmm.
Not that one. Not that.
That
one.
was a good one.
That was not good.
We did
That was not
Stung. I feel like all we do is just cover nothing but movies that people definitely love and always talk about.
Bangers, sir. Bangers.
Bangers.
That's
So
it.
Well,
I don't
we can
know
agree to
why
disagree on
it's
some.
just
It's
like,
okay.
hey, act like
But I
we
mean,
just haven't gotten around to Scream yet.
Yeah, you have it. It's my fave, and I know it's a lot of other people's faves too. And y'all haven't covered even a Halloween movie yet, have you?
Nope.
Well,
Oh,
Or
well,
we, I
no.
should say.
Well, John Carpenter, he made a vampire movie, and we had to cover that.
I got distracted.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got distracted, and then also he went to Mars, and we
Got
had to cover
distracted
that.
with that one too.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we'll
And
probably
a
do
killer
Escape
car.
from L.A. here. Oh, I
Christine.
Oh
forgot.
God, don't do that.
Yeah,
please.
we did do the
We
the
did
killer.
Christine.
Hey, Escape from L.A. is a banger. It is.
No.
We
it's a
totally
lot of
should do
fun.
that one before New York. Just
Yeah,
to do it.
definitely, because the camo pants, the surfboard, he plays
It's
basketball.
It's a vibe.
Great.
It's a
is.
vibe.
I
Bruce
love
Campbell.
L.A.
Yeah.
Hey,
Steve
that's
Buscemi.
happening. Yeah, it's good stuff, man.
Mhm.
These
Charlie, do you
guys
have a trailer?
derailed. I do. I was just getting ready to say these guys derailed us. Let's get a trailer going here, and we'll get right back into it.
Hello?
Hello.
Who is this?
You tell me your name, I'll tell you mine.
Why do you want to know my name?
I want to know who I'm looking at.
I am calling the police.
They never make it in time.
This is Gail Weathers with an exclusive.
Authorities are baffled.
Been warned by the killer.
It all began with a scream over 911, like the plot of some scary movie.
Hello, Sydney. Do you like scary movies?
What's the point? They're all the same. Some stupid killer stalking some big-breasted girl who can't act, who's always running up the stairs when she should be going out the front door. It's insulting.
There are certain rules that one must abide by in order to successfully survive a horror movie. Never, ever say, I'll be right back. Because you won't be back. Get another beer, you want one? Yeah, sure. I'll be right back.
Help me, somebody!
Not scared, are you?
I'll be right back is one of those tropes where it has stuck with me all these years. And if I'm outside or it's like nighttime or if I'm alone somewhere in the house or if it's just me and Marley and I'm like, I'll be right back, I still like stop and be like, damn it, why did I say that?
I just
Let me go through all the
killed myself.
sins. I'm dead.
Yeah, now I'm dead. There's a killer waiting in the basement. I'm just trying to do laundry. Well, let's get
Why
into
would
our
someone
histories.
kill me in the middle of the worst chore? Like, you had to kill me while I'm in the middle of doing this or dishes?
Scrubbing
Yeah.
the toilet. And you just,
Yeah.
That would be my luck, though. Yeah. I couldn't even be like doing something fun and get shot. I'd have to get like stabbed from the back while I'm cleaning the toilet or something.
See, that's a whole new horror movie. We're going to call it The Housekeeper. She just kills you because you're trying to take her job.
Oi,
You do those
God,
dishes.
I'm the housekeeper. I'm the new nanny. You've seen Mary Poppins. Oi.
Oi. Okay, well, let's get into
got a
our
job.
histories because I actually don't know y'all's history with this. I know you guys have seen it, but I don't know where it started for you guys. So I want to start with Nate because we're the closest in age. So did you watch this when you were a young Nate when it first came out, or did you see it later on?
Very young Nate. I was not allowed to see this movie.
I bet not.
I don't remember why, but there was some sort of stigmata about when this movie had came out and just how scary it was and violent that like I was not allowed to see it. But I had a friend who had an older sister, and I remember they had rented it. Like she rented it with one of her friends, and I got to watch it. I don't know if it's 4th or 5th grade. Like the tape came out in 97. I looked that up. So I would have been 7 or 8 or 9. So I definitely know that part 2 was at least in 97. We had already seen trailers for it or something like that, because I specifically remember us going to Minnesota to see family, and our car had issues, and we got to stay in a hotel for one night. And it was the first hotel I'd ever been in where you could rent movies that were still in theater, like pay-per-view them. And Scream 2 was on that. And was not allowed to rent that either.
Okay.
Yeah, especially because they were like astronomical, like in price.
Yeah.
So I definitely remember being at a buddy's house, and that was like my way of sneaking over to watch it, and not being like wowed by it. Like, yes, it was scary, like, but it was more or less seeing a movie where I loved Freddy, I loved Chucky, but those were all fictional. You know, like I understood that Freddy is fantasy. Yeah, nothing could kill Jason. Nothing could kill Michael Myers. I understood these horror rules. And so now that there was this movie of like horror. I'm starting to sound like RoboCop over there, who wants an Oreo. Oreo. So
Charlie's just like, are you done?
Like I remember just being like wowed by it. You know, it was just like, holy shit, like it was bloody. You didn't know who it was, and then the reveal at the end of like it was her boyfriend. How could anyone do that? You know? And like I didn't know who Wes Craven was. I didn't know at the time that he was in a horror slump because I'm a stupid little kid.
Right.
The only thing is, like with that trailer, I really meant to watch it beforehand because I don't remember what the trailer was like back then at all.
I don't either.
TV spots or anything. I really want to look up the visual just to see if that unlocks some memories.
Particulars for the DVD because I got the short one, so that's not even the original OG one. That's like 2.5 minutes long, something like that. Yeah. I was nice. I picked the short one.
Good.
I don't
like the TV
2-minute trailer.
And one of the downside of like seeing it that young, I didn't know who Drew Barrymore was. I didn't know that was a big deal. She got killed in the beginning. It was just the fact that someone got killed at the beginning like that, you know, and how brutal like seeing the boyfriend's intestines were. So that's my first memory. I mean, obviously Scream has a lot going on as a franchise, being like a millennial that grew up with the entire series compared to Jason and Freddy, where everything's already out. You just grew up and then you just rent them all, you know?
Or they come on AMC Fear Fest.
Now. Yeah.
And watch them that way.
No, you watch 4 and 5 of Halloween because that's all they had the license for. And you go, why do these movies suck so bad?
Charlie, what about
you? Halloween 5.
Yeah, I like Halloween 5 sometimes. I have to be in the mood for it.
He's on a tear. I'm letting him finish. He'll get tired. He'll get tired.
I'll tucker myself out.
He'll tire out. Yeah.
Wes Craven. This is Ghostface.
It's just nappy time. Surprisingly, I don't remember the first time I watched this movie. I really tried to think through because this came out in 96. I was able to go to movies and stuff, but I wasn't going to like horror movies. And I remember like there was a huge buzz about this, obviously being in high school when this came out because I was 16. But I honestly don't remember the first time I watched it. I know I've seen it multiple times. Like I know I watched it fairly early. I just don't know if maybe it was by the time I was in Ohio that I bothered with, horror movies and sitting down and watching them. same with Nate. It took forever for me to even realize that was Drew Barrymore, and I was supposed to be shocked that she was in it. And I had to look it up that, they made this big deal because, she's like a bigger star. They killed her off.
I got a comment on that.
Yeah, they led up to her being killed off. And I'm like, she was the girlfriend of Two-Face in Batman Forever, and she's barely in that movie. So to me, she was already,
she was in Wayne's World 2 for a brief second. And I was looking it up too. I was like, why was it such a big deal? She didn't blow up till after Scream. When
did y'all not see E.T.?
She's in.
But
E.T.
we saw E.T. She's a kid though. In my head,
she had a
not an adult actor.
Famously abusive childhood. She wasn't.
Oh yeah.
She abused all the drugs and alcohol.
I know all that,
rehab, and that's why she was
Firestarter.
Really famous. Firestarter, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in my head, I'm like, that's still kid acting. It's not that leap to where 1998 and on. She's in every rom-com, The Wedding Singer, and stuff like that. It's literally when you look at her filmography, after Scream is when in my head she blew up, not before, because she's in a lot of like Charlie said, small bits here and there.
Yeah,
but as a kid, E.T.'s big, but it's okay, so the girl from, in my head, it's a child actor being in a horror movie. It's obviously you're the opening kill. You're a child actor. No one cares about you.
Yeah, we sucked it. But so I watched this. I enjoyed it. I got how important it was to the horror genre. Again, like Nate, I didn't pay attention to directors. So even knowing it was Wes Craven when I watched it, just kind of oh yeah, that guy did, Nightmare on Elm Street. This guy done, some other movies I've seen. Cool. It was later when I got into horror movies that I realized how important it was. I mean, I knew Stu from Hackers, so I'm like, hey, there goes, serial killer from, Hackers. And, I can't remember the name of he did a sci-fi movie, spaceships and all that shit. I enjoyed this. I really did, earlier. And I've probably seen it 10, 12 times. I mean, we watched it last night and it was was it last year or the year before that I got the whole collection for Chloe to watch.
Nice.
So I was like,
nice.
Scream's perfect for her.
Yeah,
that's right up her alley.
Mm-hmm.
And I honestly, I've only seen up to whatever the one Hayden Panettiere's in. That's the last.
So that's 4
Scream movie.
That's the last one Wes Craven did. Yeah.
Yeah, the last one he did.
I've only seen up to 4. I want to watch the other ones. Just again,
just catch them when they're streaming.
Yeah, this franchise is cool. I like them. It just doesn't grab me, like a creature feature type thing does. But I still like this one, and honestly, I kind of like part 2 a lot.
Oh yeah, part 2 is
good. See, I'm the opposite. I really hate part 2.
It's Timothy
so
Oliphant, dude.
Yeah.
So many damn rewrites. That was the problem because the script got leaked online, so they had to rewrite it 12 times. Yeah.
And then part 3, Columbine happened, unfortunately, and they had to throw out all of 3's script. What's cool about 3? It confirms that Jay and Silent Bob are in the Screamverse.
That's true.
They are canon.
So they are canons.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool.
I forget.
So is Lance Henriksen, but as a character.
Yep.
Yeah.
And technically, Scream 4 was supposed to be about a monkey that was a killer, but that movie probably got canceled. It was in Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Because they went, damn it, Wes, you're not even trying anymore.
Over there counting all his money.
Yeah. That was Gus Van Sant or whatever.
That's what it was. All right.
Pete, what about you? What's your history?
Well, I was in college and I did see this in college. I knew who Wes Craven was. I was very excited to see this. When I was in junior high and high school, I had a very good buddy who had cable, and I'd go over there and we saw all the Hills Have Eyes, Shocker, Serpent in the Rainbow, all the nightmares. So we knew who Wes Craven was, and we're very excited because, you might say Wes Craven was in a slump, but the horror in Hollywood was in a huge slump.
Yeah.
It was there was all the big franchises where they started out really violent. had become
funny.
parodies of themselves.
Mhm.
The Nightmares, the Freddys,
Leprechaun in Space.
You're right, the Jasons. And as fans of those franchises, you can appreciate all of them for what they are. But this movie came out and showed us a bit of violence that had been lacking, and I think maybe Hollywood had been afraid to show on screen. They've been doing it overseas for a long time. I mean, especially in Korea, with Old
The
Boys
Italians too.
and the Italians. Oh,
Italians were going crazy.
You know, this does remind me of a little bit of a giallo. I mean, it's not. It's a mystery wrapped in an enigma.
Yeah,
but that is not a very typical American way to tell a slasher. Usually, there's a beast, a shape, chasing and scaring kids. America coined that whole term, and this became a mystery. Who did it? It was a whodunit.
Yeah.
Only it was a really violent
Scooby-Doo.
It wasn't an Agatha Christie. Right. Hey, yeah, Matthew Lillard. So I saw this in the theater.
You did see it in the theater?
Oh yeah,
man.
And I adored it. And I was, there was our little Slack chat. It was really quiet yesterday, so I thought I'd throw a grenade in there and start pissing some people off. And I started giving this movie a whole lot of shit. And oh boy, everyone was real mad at me for a while.
My face was getting red. I was like,
sometimes I think Pete is a masochist or whatever you call it, because he's
masochist?
Masochist. That's the word I'm looking for. Kissing masochist.
Pain on himself.
Yeah. He's like, oh man, no one's like paying attention to me right now. Here's what I'll do.
Pay attention to me.
Wake up, everyone! Wake up.
I did message Anna on the side saying, okay, friend, this is all a ruse. This is a complete bullshit. I'm going to keep going. I value Anna and her friendship. And I know how much she loves this movie. And she kept running with it though. I mean, every time I put something in there,
you kept
I'm going to kill him.
I'm going to kill him.
That's
just going to kill him.
He's going to die. He's just got to die. It's the only way. It's the only solution right now.
Knowing he's talking shit, and I was just like, "Fuck it, let's let it go. See where
this goes."
You
don't like let the bomb go off.
Yeah, you can't undo the shit post, Pete. You got to roll with it, man.
You roll in the shit.
Yeah. You got to get her in here fired up. That's
you know what's so funny? It's too. Dustin messaged me and said, "Uh-oh." I said, what? Because I didn't realize at first. And he goes, Pete, LOL. I was like, it's all good, man. It's all good. Just, uh-oh. So funny. I'm so jealous you got to see this in the theaters.
Yeah. I saw the first 3 in theaters, and then I waited for video after that. After 3, I got a real sour taste in my mouth.
If they, that's fair. After they
4, I was like, I'm not going to see that in the theater.
I love 4 though.
Yeah, 4 is like my second.
I don't think
favorite.
I've seen it, quite
Me
frankly.
too. I
So
love it.
I'll need to go. Oh man, I'm watching this. What was it? Saturday night, and I got the biggest fucking smile on my face. It just is like a big old comfy blanket just wrapped around.
It is
a fun movie. It's shot
so
well. It captures a moment in time so perfectly. And also it's so weird to be a part of, like, watching a movie and knowing that the next 4 years of horror movies get fucked up because of this movie.
Yeah.
Man.
It's the pretty rich white people.
And they're all on the poster, all their
Final
faces.
Destination.
Yeah. I know what you did last summer. Disturbing behavior.
Yeah.
Even
the
like
faculty.
The faculty. Kevin Williamson wrote that as well.
Mm-hmm.
And he wrote and directed, actually, Teaching Mrs. Tingle, which was originally titled Killing Mrs. Tingle. He sold that and made some money off of it, and it just kind of laid in developmental hell. And it wasn't until after Scream came out and was such a big hit that people realized, oh shit, he wrote this movie too. We need to get that made. So then it came out of developmental hell, and I don't remember it being the best, but I remember seeing it.
I don't remember that at all.
Scream guy did it, but I haven't seen it since I was younger. It was
growing up with
Katie Holmes,
Katie Holmes and
I don't
Barry
remember that
Watson,
at all.
I think. from Seventh Heaven is in it
Like,
as well.
Growing up with 1 and then 2 and then 3, because I remember watching 3, I think it was like on Showtime, but this all led to another event that I had never got to experience before. The first parody movie to reflect on what was happening was Scary Movie. And it just like Scream just could not leave that cultural like space for a bit to where it like
It's still relevant.
Yeah, it's
Ghostface is on the Mount Rushmore of horror icons. But wait, before we go on, Anna, what's your history?
Oh man. Well,
yeah.
Do we have enough time?
Oh, yes, we do. So when I was growing up, my mom was definitely the horror movie lover. Her best friend Linda was the horror reader. She read every Stephen King, every Clive Barker, Bram Stoker, anything horror. She had them all and would read them all. And like, I was an only child, so whenever mom would go hang out with Linda, they trusted me enough, like with their stuff, like she's not going to tear pages out of books or anything like that. So they would do their thing and hang out, and I would go. And I loved her house too, because you know how in some houses, like one room will have this little door, and you have to like squat down and walk through, and then on the other side,
that's Harry Potter's room. Like that's what you're talking about, right?
That's what it feels like, yeah. But then it's when you get through, it's a full-size room and you can stand up. She had one of those in her house.
She had a Narnia?
That's where her library was too. So it was like I would go hang out in there and check out all these horror books she had. That's how I read Cycle of the Werewolf for the first time, the novella that Silver Bullet was based off of.
Yep.
So, but my mom did things a little different. She, like, whenever we would watch horror movies, she would intentionally try to scare me, and to the point where I was terrified, but I liked it. But then I was being a masochist when I was a kid.
Good for you.
And I remember, let's say I just wanted to watch what mom watched, and I was like, I want to like this. When am I going to like this? And I remember, mom had gotten a call from Linda. She had actually went to the movies to see it. And she was like, Mary, you've got to see this movie. It's what we've been waiting on. And mom could never really go to the theater that much when I was little like that, just because it's expensive, and if we did do stuff like that, dad would come with us, and he wasn't one to want to go to the theater and watch a horror movie. So I remember very vividly, like we were sitting out. We watched it during the morning too, which was weird, but I watched it with her. I was like glued to her, watching every bit of it. I can remember at the end when Sydney and Billy finally have sex, like she tried to get me to leave the room, but I told her no, I didn't want to miss anything. So she takes one of my dad's hats that had a mesh back on it and covered my eyes up with it, but it was mesh, so I could still see like what was going on a little bit, And I just remember for the first time watching that, like having fun with horror. And it was then that I got it. Matthew Lillard cracked me up. Like the rules too, as I got older, and it became a comfort movie, and I'd go back and rewatch it, and it would be like, these rules that they're talking about, this is the first time that it's actually been like laid out for people. Horror movie genre fans, we know the rules, the final girl, that kind of thing. But for kids in the horror movie to get it, also, that had never been done before. And it made them also not seem so stupid, which in turn made us care about them and made us not want them to die. Like we weren't coming to Scream to watch the kills like it had gotten with the Halloween franchise and Jason and all that. Like people were, and Freddy, people were coming to see Freddy crack jokes and kill people in stupid ways. People were coming to see Jason kill, slam a camper up against a tree in a sleeping bag and TNA. That's what they're there for. Scream really came out and reinvigorated the genre. It was totally dead in 96 when all this happened. And we're still, Scream 7 just is in production now. Nev Campbell back as Sydney. I feel like the first one's a masterpiece. There's problems with the rest, here and there, but none of them are flat out bad or terrible or unwatchable, in my opinion.
I think that's the thing. Like, there's problems with them, but none of them are like unwatchable. Like, now that we've done one, it's like, oh, it's inevitable. I'm going to watch part 2, even though, like I have said, I don't like part 2. I will still probably watch it within the next week or two because, like, I just enjoy this franchise. Now, 5 and 6 not having Wes Craven, that's one thing, but it's the same thing. It's like,
I-
I like these
6
cast of characters.
just came out
too.
like last year before, right?
2 years ago, something like that.
And
I-
it's Radio
I kinda liked
Silence. It's Radio Silence who did 5 and 6, and they're the
Okay.
guys who did Ready or Not, the VHS segment, Abigail. So like they're
Abigail.
two dudes who really care about the horror genre. And then now with 7, I think they're just producing, but Kevin Williamson's actually directing. So that's, even though he's only directed one other movie, I kind of don't give a shit because he knows the franchise. He created it. So I mean, I have faith in him just from that perspective.
All right.
Yeah, I'm excited for 7.
Oh,
Like,
I
I'm
didn't
gonna go
know
see it
you
in
did.
theaters just because it's like, oh, it's another Scream. Why not?
I know, gotta go.
You know,
Yeah, and
like, why not?
and like Charlie
Get
was
me
saying,
Ghostface in space.
oh yeah, I'll watch it, but I'll be like, God damn it, really?
I'll watch it, but
really?
it's either that or give me Ghostface and he teams up with Bruce the Shark. One of the two.
Oh God bless.
Ghostface underwater. We don't have enough
Yeah.
flashes underwater.
Oh, that'd be scary.
Yeah.
At a beach resort or something like Ghostface at the White Lotus.
I mean, I said Leprechaun in Space for a reason. That came out the same year as Scream. 96 was Leprechaun in Space, and then the horror genre got turned on its ear with Scream. Now, I watched this, and I was doing some reading last night, and then what I read last night made me rewatch this movie today.
Okay.
And I may have ruined Scream for myself.
Oh no.
I read a tidbit about going through the MPAA when this movie first came out because it's super violent.
They had to
Like,
go back
this movie-
9 times.
9 times, which means, God, I want to see the first cut.
That's
Right.
part of why horror was in such a weird place at this time because the MPAA was overly aggressive.
Yeah, the MPAA hated.
That was
hated
that the
horror.
Tipper Gore years? Was that
Yeah.
Probably. Well, I mean, I know
yeah.
like the Reagan assassination's really what kicked it off, or the assassination attempt. Like when that happened, I know that was a little earlier than when this
still
came out, but that's
early
when
80s.
but that's when the hate for horror kind of started, and like the crackdown on violence and violence in cinema.
That's when the music got attacked. That's when
Parental
decided
Advisory,
to
which that's
kill.
late 80s.
Yeah.
And I
Okay.
mean, it could totally, I could see it bleeding through into those early 90s. And the only reason Scream happened was because some nerd told Wes Craven, like, you've gone soft. Like,
Mhm.
what happened? You know, at like a convention or something like that. I can't remember what the full story
Used to be
is.
cool, man.
Yeah,
He used to be cool. And he went, I'll show you I'm not old.
he was their first choice to direct, and he turned it down because I find this, I've noticed this a lot with, or I've read it a lot with people who are horror fans and they get older. I actually experienced that with my mom a little bit. Like the older she got before she passed, like I don't know if it was fear of dying or her own mortality or what it was, but the older she got, the less she wanted to watch horror movies.
Really?
And it was like, so I'm wondering if maybe that's kind of where Craven was coming from, because he said like, how much longer am I going to do this and make these movies? Like, what's this doing to my karma? You know, I'm hacking up these girls on movies. Like, you know, I want to do something that's not this. And then they approached Sam Raimi. Sam Raimi turned it down. They approached George Romero. George Romero turned it down. And they were all kind of like crying, trying to figure out what we're going to do. And then by that point, Drew Barrymore had signed on. And that's when the convention moment happened, when the kid was like, you know, you need to make some kick-ass movies again because your movies have gotten soft, and that really stuck with Craven. So that's when he called him back up and was like, "Hey, if the gig's still open, I'll take it." And he signed on.
Before this, he did Vampire in Brooklyn with Eddie Murphy. Yeah, like it's not. Yeah, but I love New Nightmare. New Nightmare is such a precursor to this with
it
the
really
meta
is
aspects.
Wasn't that Wes Craven was trying to do a comedy and Eddie Murphy was trying to do a serious movie? And they didn't talk.
They hated each other.
That's why it's so disjointed. Charlie, what were you reading last night though? You're about to.
Oh yeah.
I know. I was just letting you guys keep going.
Sorry.
I know.
So no, I was reading some of the trivia about this, and that Wes Craven was kind of like getting frustrated with the MPAA. This is also done through Miramax, so we have to talk about the person that no one likes to talk about.
I've got all the
Weinsteins.
Yeah,
I've got all the info on that. Yeah.
But if we have to say this is a good thing he did, he called the MPAA and they stopped harassing Wes Craven and they gave him the R rating finally. And Craven goes, "Hey, how? What'd you do?" He goes, or Weinstein goes, "I told him to watch it like a comedy."
Mm-hmm.
And they backed off.
Yep.
So guess what I did today? I watched Scream not as a horror movie. I watched it with the full intention of a comedy. Let me tell y'all something. It's a fucking comedy.
Oh, it's hysterical. I love this. I love it for being so damn funny.
All of the horror is no longer horror. When
there's
you
so
go,
much
this
slapstick with Ghostface getting hit over and over again. There's some sound effects. It's
Matthew
very
Lillard's
Three
spitting
Stooges.
everywhere.
Yeah, Matthew Lillard just like, my mom and dad are gonna be so pissed.
Well, you had that, but you also just had mannerisms of how some of the people just didn't want to be there, like the sheriff, like when he's out there smoking the cigarette, talking to Dewey, as Dewey's eating an ice cream cone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all of these things are happening, and whenever I got out of my head that this isn't a horror movie, it's a comedy, watch it, I was like, fuck, I don't think I'll ever be able to watch this as a horror movie again. Because it's a damn good comedy. And believe me, like Nate says, I am a huge fan of the Scary Movie franchise till they ran it off of a goddamn cliff.
I still will stand on the hill that Scary Movie 3 is the best one.
Scary Movie 3 is hilarious. I think
after
2's
that,
the best.
Yeah, oh man, 2 is really good, but
3's
got Leslie Nielsen.
And that's what this movie was actually called first, was Scary Movie. That was the original script, which I think is funny.
Well, I think they say it almost 9 times in this movie. They say the word Scary Movie as it goes through. That was kind of like supposed to be the through line.
Yeah.
But even that
I just thought it was kind of wild that I watched it and I was like, changed my mindset, watch it in a different tone, and went, that it's like Craven didn't intend to do it, but yet somehow he made a satire of his own genre.
The script is that well done to poke holes at like what the genre was, like Anna was saying, where it just kind of became a caricature of itself and just a laughing stock of what it once was.
It's just a kid. So he's not this hulking monster. It's just a kid, and he makes all these mistakes. He's not perfect. He's not a killing machine. He's learning.
It's not supernatural or anything like that.
Which I really liked, all the errors that Ghostface made every time.
Even Billy makes.
Yeah.
You know, like dropping the cell phone. Like the movie does such a good job of being like, it's Billy. He's the killer. That when you first watch it, when it is revealed, you're like, holy shit, it was him the whole time. Because it's almost too obvious. Yeah, exactly.
Too obvious. Yeah.
But it leaves you to
when you go back and watch it now. When you go back and watch it, you're like, fucking hell, how did we not?
Right there. It's right there the whole time.
Right there the whole time. And
he
it does
could have
a
been wearing
great
a sign
job.
that said killer the entire movie.
It's the stabbing scene.
But that's what they would do in Scary Movie.
Scene in the bedroom. It's the stabbing scene in the bedroom that got me. I was like, well, there's Ghostface. He just stabbed Billy. It's not him. And then we get that reveal at the end. And it also, in a way, explains like possibly how some of these like other horror movies had done it that we're just not seeing. It's like there's not just one killer, and there's 2. That's how they can get around.
There's
That's
never
how they can
been
have
2
one at the
Jasons.
front door and the back. Exactly. There's never been 2 of them.
And like
which
that
was another way to flip it on its
mind-blowing.
head.
Yeah, like it's just the stuff that seems like whatever now, and it's just like where people like roll their eyes. It's like, no, this was like foundational. Like this is what started this kind of thing.
This is Jurassic Park. Like no one had seen anything like that.
And just like Jurassic Park, everything that's followed it, you're just like, well, I'm gonna watch it because it's dinosaurs. But
that's where I'm going with this. We had not seen a horror like this. And had you watched Italian Giallo, you would have seen some of the downbeats, so to speak. But in America, you never had
exactly because while things were at a lull in America in the early 90s, the Italians were still going crazy overseas and doing their own thing.
Well, they were trying to make sequels to everything that doesn't exist because Italians don't know how to make movies on their own.
Stop it!
No. Not Italy. You're on thin fucking ice again. Every time you get brought up with your piss poor filmmaking skills.
So in watching it the other night, it gets to that point when Neve Campbell, Sydney, goes back home after everything has happened, and it's her first attack. the first attack of Ghostface at her house. And I'm watching it last night and I'm going, were they planning to kill her that night? My question, and I was going to ask this tonight, was,
oh yeah,
was it their full intention to kill her? And because she fought back and did all this other stuff, which I also love that she tried to go out the front door, like she said any normal person would do, but it's got the chain lock on it and she has to go upstairs.
She doesn't have a choice.
Yeah, I do kind of like how they dig at your own thing. But I'm watching, and then Billy comes up through the window, which so it means Stu was in the suit. But I'm also, for a long time, I always thought like they were just playing with her and setting it up. But watching it last night, instead of asking you guys what you thought, I kind of think I figured it out where they really were trying to kill her. They already had the dad tied up. They were trying to set this in motion. And because they got kind of caught, they now had more time to think about, okay, we need to think clearer about our plan.
Yeah.
And that's how they got more ghost-facedy. They got more, tricky about taunting her now and teasing it and killing a few more people. Because there are some people that die in here that, why?
Yeah, I mean, and especially when the whole plan is revealed, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, God, if you were going to kill her in the very beginning of the movie, it's like, would that have prevented all the other deaths? Like, what is that timeline going to look like? Yeah.
Would they have just killed her and made it look like the dad did it and they walk away scot-free? But because now they've had time to think about it, maybe watch a few more horror movies, they're like, no, we have to make it look like we were attacked.
Gotta make it bigger.
Yeah, now we got to get bigger.
And it could be too, they start to just enjoy the kills because they've only killed one person, and it was Sydney's mom a year before. And that's one of the things I fucking love about this movie is it feels like a pseudo sequel in a way because that whole, all right,
There's lore.
Sydney's mom was killed and that dude, not really known Liev Schreiber at the time, is they show his face and it's like, well, maybe that guy knows someone and he's trying to get revenge on Sydney. And it's one of those perfect, just very subtle things to get your attention away from Billy of like, oh, maybe it's him pissed off that he got locked up for being wrongfully accused. That's why you have this reporter back in town. And now you have this tension there. Like there's all these little like chess pieces moving across the board that like they fit well.
It's really weird. And this comes down to really good scripting, but also really good directing. They also throw every cliche red herring at us in this movie. Like it is constant. Everyone has that sneaky look, especially when it comes to Sydney. Dewey has it. The principal has it. They even make a point that the sheriff notices Henry Winkler like touch Sydney's face when he's like, are you okay with everything? And he has that pause, So as the audience, we're seeing it going, fucking the Fonz? Is he the Ghostface killer?
Is it the Fonz? And also too, like when Sheriff Burke's out there talking to Dewey while he's eating his ice cream, he's smoking a cigarette, throws his butt on the ground. We get a shot of his boots. They're the same boots that Ghostface wears. I remember seeing that as a kid and thinking he was Ghostface. I was like, oh, he's got the same shoes on. It's him.
Yeah. And we've watched hundreds of horror movies that they try to do that whole red herring thing, and you're like, no, it's not that. It's very Scooby-Doo. I mean, you're right. It's always the person you least suspect. It's usually the person you meet at the beginning of the episode, and after 20 minutes, you've forgotten about Old Man Jenkins who ran the amusement park at the very beginning. And
it was a way to get money again.
Shit, it was Old Man Jenkins. If it hadn't been for that damn dog. But somehow this one pulls off all the cliches artfully.
Yeah.
Where you're not like, and you really are the first time you watch this going, holy shit, I didn't see this coming at all. Even though they've pretty much told you this entire movie who it is and what what's going on.
Because the second time you watch it, it's just like, oh, now it's like Sixth Sense where you're paying attention to everything.
Yeah.
And then after that second time,
idiot.
Yeah.
You fucking idiot.
You fucking dummies. He was dead. Like, come on.
But
it's so obvious.
He's so cute and he's so charming. And that that's one of the things they looked for in casting is he had to play both of those parts. Believably believably. I don't know what I'm trying to say. He had to be believable when he played both parts. There we go. He had to show both those sides.
And he
Very well.
turns it really quickly. I'm surprised Skeet Ulrich was never bigger. Like I don't really recall him in anything else that I remember seeing.
He was in The Craft.
Yeah,
was he in The Craft?
He was.
A lot of,
that's the same year, isn't it?
He did. He was on that show Jericho for a while. He also was F.P. Jones, Jughead's dad on Riverdale. So like a whole new generation like knows him now as F.P. Jones, which I think is cool.
He got Dawsoned. Damn it.
Yeah, he did.
Hey, those first 2 seasons of Riverdale are like Twin Peaks for kids. We're pretty fucking good.
Veronica.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Madeline Petch. Hello.
Show.
Good Lord.
I gotta go find some bushes real quick.
So we talked about the kind of stain on this movie earlier, which is the Weinstein brothers. I do have to say this was more Bob than Harvey. Harvey was just kind of like his name was there, but they were in on the bidding war. It ultimately ended up being Bob and Harvey with Miramax up against Oliver Stone and his production company. Like Oliver Stone really wanted to make this movie, and I feel like it would just be not what it is.
Totally different.
Yeah, I don't like Oliver Stone movies. I don't think I've ever
really
seen one where I like.
Rarely do I enjoy one.
Yeah.
Too heady. Way too heady.
And also by that point, like Miramax was already a thing. Like Pulp Fiction had been made, English Patient, Sling Blade. Like Harvey was
that was
in
the
with
thing.
Harvey was in with Tarantino. Harvey was.
They did
doing
low
all
budget
that.
movies. I love seeing the Clerks poster and the Clerks VHS in this movie because it is Miramax and it's just they don't have to pay for the rights for it, but it's still nice to know that Kevin Smith and Wes kept going back and forth in these early years. It's fun as a person that loves both filmmakers. Like
I'm surprised there wasn't a Sam Raimi reference in it, or like
I don't think there is,
because back in the day he and Craven
went back and forth.
Yeah,
for
back
fun.
and forth all the time.
Yeah,
there was a Freddy glove in Evil Dead 2.
Yeah,
in the basement.
And then he
somewhere.
had the Hills Have Eyes poster in the first one, I think.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'd say it's probably because Raimi turned this down that they just steered clear.
Maybe
could have been. Yeah,
he was about to do Spider-Man.
That's still too early.
Nah, it's still too early.
A little too early. Yeah.
John Carpenter might still been attached to it at that point. Not John Carpenter. James Cameron.
James Cameron.
Oh, yeah. Because at one point he was supposed to make the Spider-Man movie. Now, the other thing this movie does that's really impressive is it makes you like Jamie Kennedy, and that man has like one of the most punchable faces. So that's pretty important. That
you can't hate on B-Rad. All right, you don't mess with B-Rad. All right,
I said I got a Gamecast.
I got Gamecast.
What you mean, like a Dreamcast or a GameCube?
No, I said what I said. It's a Gamecast.
All right.
I remember I watched that movie because of seeing him in Scream. And
I remember watching The X Factor.
Sucks.
I don't understand the hate against Jamie Kennedy. I'm sorry. I like the man. Yeah. I like him in the Trimmer sequels as they went on, too.
I bet you like him in Son of Mask. I bet Dustin likes him in Son of Mask.
No one likes Son of Mask.
Who watched Son of Mask? You stop that right now.
No one asked for that movie. Okay? No one asked for that. Don't you bring that over here.
Don't bring that over.
Don't you bring that over here. Don't you dare. All right, it's time for commercial there, Mr.
Oh, yeah. It's commercial break.
You're watching the USA Network.
Just how drunk are we gonna get?
Welcome to Good Beer, Bad Movie Night, where each month we drink finely crafted brews while watching terrible films in order to see just how drunk you have to get to enjoy them. So tune in and join Troy.
Kilroy Kreitz.
Oh, that was pretty good.
Thank you.
Dave.
I have the weirdest boner.
And Pete. IPAs are ales, meaning they are bottom fermented. Excuse me, they are top fermented. I that up. Try that again. As we drag Kathleen,
Hear me.
kicking and screaming through an alcohol-fueled podcast dedicated to movies of questionable quality and the frosty adult beverages that help make them tolerable. Good beer, bad movie night. Clearly, it's the beer's fault.
Just when you thought you were safe, the terror continues with another chilly tale tonight on USA Network's Saturday Nightmares.
So do you guys know how this story came about? Like how Kevin Williamson got the idea for this?
No idea.
No idea.
Lay it on me.
So he was a struggling writer in Hollywood. He was months behind on his rent, just broke. And he had done some work for a friend of his, or his friend had let him borrow some money and he had to pay him back, but he didn't have money. So when his friend went out of town, he watched his house for him. And he's in the house all by himself, and he's watching this true crime documentary on TV about the Gainesville Ripper, who was a real serial killer in Gainesville. His name was Danny Rawling, and it's really quite a disturbing case because one of the women he killed, he actually beheaded and set her head like on the shelf. So when they walked in, that was the first thing they saw. So yeah, really crazy. That's another thing I love about this movie is that it's also kind of like it's got a true crime feel because of what happened with Maureen. We're trying to figure out who this killer is. We know it's a man, so he's watching this documentary and he's in this house by himself and he's starting to freak himself out a little bit. So he calls another buddy to calm him down and they get on the subject of what's your favorite scary movie? And then they start sharing stories about Halloween, Jason, all the staples. And that's when it inspired him. He just had the idea and he was also fucking desperate. He had no money. This was kind of his last chance to get out there and do something. Because like I said, Teaching Mrs. Tingle had sold, but nobody was making it because people were like, who the fuck is this guy? Like, why did we even buy this script? Why did we pay him? So he had pretty much lived off of that and it was all gone and he was needing something. So he went to the desert for 3 days and wrote this script in 3 days. Yeah.
I mean, he could have went to a hotel. You don't have to go to a desert.
Well, you know how writers do,
money.
Especially if it's
that's
bingo,
true, but you could
bingo.
squat. You could,
anybody got desert money.
Everybody got desert
money.
Some water, beef jerky. We all got that kind of money.
Bucket hat.
We ain't got hotel money, man.
Bucket hat.
We ain't got some.
So yeah, and then his literary agent, who he already had, they read the script and loved it, and that's when all the bidding war started. And there was an assistant executive at Miramax named Richard Potter who worked under Bob, and Bob had told him what he wanted because he had just started Dimension Films and they wanted to focus just on genre movies. And he's like, this is what I want. I want something different. I want something we haven't seen before. And then when he read that script, he was like, if I found what you're looking for, and if this isn't what you're looking for, then I don't know what the fuck you want. So Bob was like, well, I guess I better read it then. And then when him and Kevin met, they just bonded instantly because they do all the horror movies that all grew up with them. Like they just went to dinner and kind of nerded out. And that's ultimately what made Kevin choose Bob over Oliver Stone and his production company and go with the Weinstein. So then they got old Craven in and he finally said yes. And they also had K&B Effects, not the Nicotero, but Howard Berger was kind of overseeing everything. And then, Bob Kurtzman was the one who was actually making molds of the masks before they found the Ghostface one, because that was an accident as well. And the whole reason Craven joined, like we said, or signed on to do it is not only because of the kid at the con, but Drew Barrymore. Drew Barrymore was attached. He was like, what? She's going to be in a horror movie? She's our lead? Okay. And then once Drew was like, I've got a better idea. Let's Janet Leigh and Psycho this. People are going to think because I'm Drew Barrymore, my face is on the poster. Like that's how they marketed this. They're going to think I'm in the whole movie. And then 10 minutes in, however long that opening, segment is, and we see her hanging with her guts out from the fucking tree, that tells audiences right there. Like you have no idea you have no idea what you're going to expect. Don't go into this movie thinking it's another Halloween, it's another Jason, it's another Freddy, because it's not. This is something different. sit back and enjoy the ride.
This feels more real. I mean, that opening scene, obviously
Yeah,
it's iconic.
That opening kill, I can see why Charlie would think this is a comedy, as her body is swinging there with her entrails hanging out.
After you watch it again with comedy in your head, it's so over the top that it's comical.
Yeah.
But I will admit, this movie without this opening would not be as good. This movie
this sets the tone.
Impact.
Having the parents come home was also brilliant. That is so just their fear, them going call 911, and then you can hear
they're almost there. Wes Craven did such a brilliant job of raising that tension, and she almost gets away a couple of times, and
she can't scream. Scream.
Her acting there is fantastic too.
It's so sad.
She can see her mom and dad walking in the front door, and there's just nothing you can do.
It's too late.
The hopelessness of
and
it.
it's
just
not what we're used to with, she got stabbed, she's immediately dead. No, we got to watch her get stabbed, chase
hear
around,
her get stabbed,
hear her stabbed over the phone, and then come back and see blood all over the white sweater, which is perfect. I mean, that's how you got to do this. And then, the mom, the dad saying, go to the McKenzie's, which is also the house that the kids were told to go to in Halloween. And the way the mom goes out that door and immediately stops, screams. And when I first watched this, my memory originally of this movie was I always thought it was like a real quick shot. Watching it recently, I went, they stay on Drew Barrymore's body nicely. Like, you see the intestines, the gore,
they're touching the ground.
It's just swinging, and it sells it better later when they're talking about, when the kids are talking like, oh yeah, they were asking if we like to hunt because the person was gutted like a deer, and I'm like a deer,
dressed like a deer.
Really is like dressed like a deer. That's really what they went for on there, and it's effective. I mean, it really was.
Yeah. And then once Barrymore decided to do the Casey Becker role, they had to go back out and figure out who their Sydney was going to be. And do you know who actually auditioned for Sydney and was like one of the front runners? Alicia Witt, who most recently was in Longlegs as the mom. And Alicia Witt would go on like the next year or the year after to be the lead in Urban Legend, the first Urban Legend.
That's who I know. I was going to say, I know that name, but I couldn't place her face. But
Brittany Murphy also auditioned. They'd mentioned Reese Witherspoon's name, but she never came in and auditioned.
Well, she'd been real young.
Yeah, she'd been way young. And then Neve Campbell had done The Craft, and she was doing Party of Five. It was the second season of Party of Five, I believe. And
that's where I forgot that was even a thing back then.
I know,
because there was so many of those teen shows growing up.
Dawson's Creek.
That's Kevin Williamson. After Scream, he went on to be a head writer and a showrunner for Dawson's Creek. Yeah,
didn't know that.
Yeah,
that works. I mean, most guys my age and stuff knew Neve Campbell from like Wild Things.
Oh yeah, that was another one I watched too.
Never seen it. Wasn't allowed to sue.
There's a will. There's a way.
You're not old enough, Nate.
You're
still
not
old
enough.
No, certainly not mature enough to watch that movie.
I've forgotten all about that movie.
Kevin Bacon,
Matt Dillon, right?
Matt Dillon,
never stand.
He's always plays
Matt Dillon.
Smoozer, sleazy guy. He's good in that the house that Jack built though.
Stupid face. I bought that. Still haven't watched it.
It's
they
weird,
still
but
tease the fuck out of us with Neve Campbell in that movie too. So Denise Richards.
And then
the reason we watch that movie, Nate, you need to watch it.
I'll watch it.
Yeah, you should watch it. Check it out.
Watch it.
Well, Pete said I'm not allowed to yet, but I will. I'll go to a friend's house. I'll go to a friend's house to watch it. Oh, this sucker won't know the difference.
Have a sleepover.
It's gonna be weird to try to find the bushes at a friend's house, though.
Yeah,
you don't want Nate sleeping over if you're watching Wild Things.
No.
One of the things that blew my mind too, watching it for this, I guess I just never realized how long the final act is in this movie. Like when I paused it to go get water, I was like, "Holy shit!" There is still like 50 minutes left of this movie, and we're at the party. It's like for some reason, my memory of this party is always like, 15 minutes long. It's like, no,
Yeah.
it's the back half of the whole movie.
When they canceled classes, I knew that this scene was coming up, and we've only been at this movie for maybe 40 minutes.
Yeah, it's like, it's almost over. What a bummer.
Yeah, right,
you know?
right. And then it goes on and on and on.
But it's well paced. Like when I got off work, I was like, all right, 90 minutes. And then when I saw it was nearly 2 hours, I went, I don't remember that.
Forgetting. I don't remember
like,
that. Yeah.
How did I lose 30 minutes of time in this? And
Once
watching
you get
going,
in there, you don't feel
this-
it. You don't feel
this
that
movie's
time.
perfectly paced. Like I don't
Yeah,
have
it really
any.
is.
It allows the viewer to feel like you're part of the party. How when we watch,
Yeah,
parties
they're
in
watching the movies.
They're
getting drinks.
We usually see them dancing and drinking and making out. That's what we've seen in all of our movies. This one is they're all just wanting to hang out. Most of the time, it's okay. Jamie Kennedy brought a stack of movies because he works at the place. They also have the curfew, so they had nowhere else to go. They do a really good job.
They were safe in numbers.
Yeah. So it immerses you in this teenage high school party without it just being drunken, disorderly, and cops being called and all this other stuff. Plus, you get all the stuff with we haven't talked a whole lot of, but like with Gail.
Yeah,
Gail, doing her whole private detective.
Queen. Being a sleuth.
Yeah. And
She's
this was
flirting with Dewey just to get closer to the kids because Dewey's sister is involved,
And this is such a huge change for Courtney Cox.
Yeah.
She was always the nice girl, the played it safe, and I read that she fought for this.
She had to convince him.
She didn't take the first couple of no's as an answer. She goes, I am Gail, basically. Thankfully, she does that a lot better than, say, someone like Sean Young, who cannot handle rejection in movies. Yeah, read
Is that
up
a
on
Catwoman reference?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a.
Who is Sean Young?
Sean Young was, I know her mostly from like Firebirds with Nick Cage, but she was one of the front runners for Catwoman, for Batman.
The Halle Berry version.
Oh, not the Halle Berry from Batman Returns. She wanted Sharon Stone's role. Or Michelle Pfeiffer.
I thought
I always get them mixed up.
Boy, am I wrong for that? Yeah.
No, yeah. And
they
Sean Young,
picked Michelle Pfeiffer. That's the right
yeah.
one.
And Sean Young, there's other things too. She's kind of gone off the rails on when she didn't get a role. She got not as bad as Margot Kidder, because Margot Kidder actually had like a mental.
Yeah, she actually had stuff going on. Yeah.
But Sean Young, gosh, she's batshit fucking crazy. But Courtney Cox didn't do that.
She just shows up to cons.
Yeah, she would have set up her own table and had her own banner.
I'm Sean Young.
That's exactly what would have happened.
Remember me? I smoke 2 cartons a day.
Jeez.
Yeah, and old David Arquette actually had come in and auditioned for Billy, but once Courtney Cox had gotten the role of Gail, he told Wes Craven, he's like, I think I kind of want to play Dewey. And Craven was like, Dewey? Why?
You get to spend a lot of time with Courtney.
He's like, I get to kiss Courtney Cox, man, which is funny. Obviously they go on to get married and have a kid and later divorce, but they're still amicable and co-parents and stuff like that.
Has nothing to do with the Scream movie, but the David Arquette documentary is fucking fantastic. It is so
he's a
good.
character.
You would not think that a David Arquette documentary would be that great. Nah, it's fantastic. Like one of his best friends is just a dude that like survived 9/11. He's just friends with him. They go to baseball games. Like talks about his whole wrestling career, how like he feels about himself as an actor. Like it is surprisingly emotional, but like just like I like the guy. He's always been fun. I love Ready to Rumble. I think that's like one of those perfect childhood comedies.
Ready to Rumble and Eight-Legged Freaks.
Eight-Legged Freaks is one of my favorites.
David Arquette for me.
When we met him a couple years ago, we had him sign C-Spot Run because everyone was there for the Scream reunion. I was like, fuck that. I'm having him sign C-Spot Run because I thought that movie was hysterical as a kid. And like even he chuckled. He's like, oh, I don't see this one like ever.
Oh, that's sweet.
He's like, that's the point, sir. That's the point.
Yeah.
Dewey's really part of I think he's the main like soul of this franchise, especially these early ones. Yeah.
Oh, I love
I
it.
mean, Sydney's our
Dewey.
final girl. I get it, but it's Dewey.
Dewey just steals like every
Dewey.
scene.
He's got his
When
own
I'm-
sound,
when
his
I
own
have my
music when he
badge
shows
on.
up.
When I have my badge on, you're supposed to treat with respect, Mom
Oh, that's
said.
Now what Mama tell you? When I wear this badge, you treat me like man of the law. I'm sorry, Deputy
it.
Dewey boy, but we're ready to go. Okay.
I was 24 for a whole year.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
this is
I'm
pickup
25.
line.
Oh,
I was 24 for a whole year. We
I
get an appearance by Linda Blair in that scene too. A little bit before that.
Oh, do we?
Mhm.
she
I
was
didn't see her.
one of the reporters, wasn't she?
One of the reporters, yeah.
Even the scene where he finds Ghostface mask and Cindy opens the door and he's got it holding up.
And you're, ah!
Obviously, that makes no sense, but for Dewey, it makes perfect sense. And then her scream and his scream while he's holding the gun, it's just so goddamn perfect. Like, ah!
It's because he's so lovable that also should make the audience suspicious. So by having all those little things, you're also like, because again, the greatest parody movie ever made, Scary Movie, they nail the Doofy character.
Oh my
based on
God.
Dewey perfectly, because
To
that's
the point
how
where
well
I
they do it.
thought as a kid he was playing both roles.
Yeah,
I thought it was David Arquette in Scary Movie.
No
but that's
way.
why in Scary Movie, Doofy is the killer at the end. As he pulls the whole was it Usual Suspects?
Usual Suspects
Yeah, Usual
ending.
Suspects, yeah.
We can
He
walk
does the whole
away
thing up
normal.
there. Because that was the thing. Like your mind is going, it can't be Dewey. Please don't be Dewey. Oh my God, it might be Dewey. He's almost too innocent in this. And then you got Doofy who runs, and when Dewey runs out to check the phone, he's in his underwear and the gun. Still to this day, I laugh my ass off because I pictured Doofy running out with the vacuum cleaner.
Yeah,
in
I'm
the
cleaning
same
my
outfit.
room.
Cleaning my room, Mom. I can't help it. I laugh because of that. But yeah, I was reminded about how much I like David Arquette in this and how innocent yet suspicious they got that character to be, and I love it, man. But yeah, I love Gail. She was very April O'Neil-ish in this movie.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Me and
Yep.
Nate,
Yep,
you got that the intrepid reporter, being mean to your cameraman, all of it. Look, I know you're a little heavy, but when I say we need to get going, I need you to be
your
right
ass.
behind.
Yeah.
Get your ass in gear. She's like, Jesus. He goes, my name's not Jesus. I was like, that joke was funny, and I don't care who doesn't laugh at that one. I liked it. But the camera guy gets killed in this too. Another like unsuspecting death.
It
that
just happens so
out of
fast,
nowhere
too. Yeah.
You're not expecting it.
But it
There's
works
30
so great
second
in that
delay.
it works so great in that moment because of that, because that's something that would actually happen even today. Honestly, if one piece of equipment was a little faster than the other, there's still going to be a delay. So I think that's perfect, just perfect.
Yeah,
fit
and
right
you
there.
also have the type of person that Gail is of like, fuck it, it's only 30 seconds. At least we're recording. That fits her personality so well. Like, yeah, I believe she would
Something's
be
better than nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, it totally works. And then, this is also where we also get another iconic kill for this. And Pete, I believe you have some thoughts on this kill.
Yes, he does.
In the garage. So why don't you talk to us a little bit? Yeah, you do. You would not
the
shut up about
garage.
this.
It was cold in there, wasn't it? I remember
garage.
I was so fucking scared of my papa's garage door after this movie. I was like, I ain't going nowhere near that thing. I'm going to get killed by it.
I don't see how Rose McGowan fit out that cat door. Her boobs are so big. Like they had to
nail her in.
Well, there's a lot of like, well,
is that what we're
Literally.
talking about? I don't remember what we're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, you were asking if her boobs are really that big, I believe.
Oh, yeah, because
you were really going on about that for 48 hours.
They don't they don't look that big in Planet Terror.
That was also one of your
He got hung up
observations.
on Planet Terror the
Yeah.
entire time. I'm like, sir, she's done other movies. Not just
He's
Planet
like,
Terror. I
no,
think she's
he
in
just keeps going on and on about her.
She's wearing
her
a jacket
assets.
in a lot of Planet Terror. Like you couldn't even
It's
see
true.
him.
That's true, yeah.
I mean, it's just also as a contractor, and they show that freaking garage door opener. I'm like, there's no fucking way that garage door opener struggles to pick up the garage door.
Exactly.
They cut the cat door in because that's how sensitive it was. Before the cat door, it couldn't lift the door. After the cat door, it could.
It was enough weight. Yeah,
2 pounds because that tiny ass little chain driven garage door opener. And I'm like, that's where you lost me, Wes.
Yep.
That's where you lost
the part.
me.
Because also, I'm like, just unclip the chain and just move the garage up manually.
Yeah.
Like it's literally the easiest thing ever.
In all reality, it would have sat there and just bounced her up and down, and she'd have got more annoyed.
Really?
Not killing
I
her.
don't think it would have done that. I think what would have
vomiting all over
happened
the
is it would have got up maybe an inch and then just fell. And then Ghostface be looking at her awkward. She's going to be awkward. Like, can he see up my skirt right now? And I can't. I'm kind of stuck. And then he's just going to go over and go, knife goes in, guts come out. Well, that was easy.
Yeah. It's the easy button from the 2000s.
Yeah. I love seeing the head getting squished. I love that moment, but I hate everything about that goddamn garage.
Yeah, the garage door. That's the one like kill. You can tell that it's kind of taken from the Jasons before.
And I don't know if
trying to be over the
anyone
top. Yeah.
has ever thrown a beer bottle. Those things are very hard to break. You would
Exactly.
think they would be easy to break. So when it would have hit, whoever was in Ghostface at the time, you would have heard a thud and him going,
Son of a.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what would have happened.
That's exactly. It's the only non-believable part of this entire movie. It just
and like I don't know how else they could have killed her. Like maybe she goes to the shed to get the beers or something. I don't know, but there should have been more time thought about. Like someone should have told Wes no when he said, "Oh, let's have him get in the garage and it'll go up." No, Wes, we're not doing that.
No. Could have done a lot.
Was that Billy in the Ghostface at that time?
I think it was.
I think so, yeah.
Because Lillard
Stu
was in Stu
in the
was
party
watching the
being a
But
host.
then also, Billy would have reeked of beer when he showed up to the party.
Yes.
That's true.
But he is out of breath when he runs up on the door because
Well, the dude's always out of breath because he's like, "Look how attractive I am. I'm gonna waft my hair out of my face.
I just got done boosting my hair.
Yeah,
take a
I just got done putting.
You do have the Billy hair, Nate. You got
I
that
have
cool.
accidentally grown the Billy hair. I'm gonna shave my head now. You don't want to have Billy hair.
Join the club, Nate. It's so much easier.
I want Stu's smoking jacket though. That's what I want. That was a really
nice, that was a really good Hugh Hefner smoking jacket.
Good Hugh Hefner. He's like, you can go hang out in my mom and dad's room. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
You guys can talk. Whatever.
Stuff. Whatever teenage kids like you do, because I don't know how old Matthew Lillard is filming this movie as if he's 17. Because he's
I don't know. In my head, Matthew Lillard's always like early 30s.
I think he was like mid 20s or so because him getting casted in this was right place, right time. They were auditioning for Scream, and his girlfriend at the time worked for another casting director across the hallway. And the Scream casting director happened to come out and be like, "Hey, you looking for this part? Would you come in and audition?"
Wow.
Rest is history. Rest is history. Yeah.
He's always been very like pro Scream. Like he's never like shied away from it or anything like that.
No, he
like,
loves
dude
it.
Loves his fans.
He is a national treasure. I've
been
lucky enough to meet him.
Oh,
If you guys ever have the opportunity to meet Matthew Lillard,
the best hugs.
He does. He will full on hug you. He's great with kids. He's just a absolute national treasure. We must protect him at all costs.
I've always been down with him. Like I said, huge fan of Hackers, stuff like
yeah.
that. He's also in one of the sequels. I don't remember if it's 2 or 3, but
he was kind of dating Neve Campbell at the time, and he showed up on set of Scream 2, and Wes was like, "Hey,"
character.
He was like, "Hey, why don't you get in the background?" And he's got blonde hair at the sorority party before.
Like blonde
hair, died. Yeah,
sunglasses.
That's what's also started the rumor that Stu has always been alive.
He was
and
supposed
to. I want to say in 5, Stu's brother is in the movie.
No, it's
they decide.
It's his
cousin?
sister's. It's his sister's son, so it would have been his nephew.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah, which is Kyle
It's been a minute
Downer's
since I've watched
role,
5.
and he was so underutilized in that moment because he would have been a perfect addition. I feel like, or a good red herring for more than just that one scene.
Yeah. Well, I like Matthew Lillard, so I'm always going to be down. I'm always going to be down for him to be into it, and we'll see what they do with him in the new one. Because
but I have a feeling it's going to be a flashback.
He was actually paid for Scream 3 because in one of the early drafts he was the killer, like orchestrating all this from prison or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to necessarily be so much flashbacks. Scream is very meta. I think they're going to play on the AI-ness of it all. I think the new Ghostface is going to be using all the old Ghostface's identities and voices to fuck with Sydney in some kind
That'd
of way.
Be interesting.
I do like though, because I was looking up the kill counts and everything. Now everyone has amended it to Stu ?
Yeah.
Almost every time his name's put on there. And you know what? Watching it again today, and I'm like,
maybe
he could have survived.
He could have, yeah.
He might have. I know that Matthew Lillard has said, like, throw a TV on his face and he'll survive. He's like, do it.
Yeah, he said that. He's like, let's do it. I'll show you. I'll survive right now.
Well, watch it again, and again, watching it as a cartoon, as a comedy. This is a very cartoon death. But when the TV lands on him and the electricity stops, he actually goes,
yeah.
He makes a noise at the tail end, and you're like, okay, I would not be mad if he came back.
And this is why when I rewatch part 2, I'll be paying attention. Like, do they mention Stu being dead at all? Because I don't remember right now. And maybe they do. Maybe they don't. I don't know.
Whether they actually physically
say that he is dead. Because you never see, obviously, his body.
Cotton yells at Sydney at one point when he's in the library and the cops find him and slam him down. He says, Jesus, I'm not Billy Loomis. He's dead. You killed him, remember? But he doesn't ever mention Stu. Stu's always kind of the afterthought because he was the tag along. Everybody thinks Billy's really the mastermind.
Well, it's because he kind of was, and Stu was just like, I'll just do what my friend does.
Mm-hmm. Matthew Lillard said
they call it out too.
Yeah, and he played that role. He said like Smee, like he was Smee, and Billy was Hook. Captain Hook. Yeah.
Yep. I got an apostrophe.
Wow.
An epiphany.
Well done.
Thank you. I know that. I know that movie well, sir.
Wow.
I got a wow out of Pete.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Thank you. Thank you.
He's like, I will take my bow.
That's it. Anna done lost it. She had to get a drink of water and everything.
Got me coughing.
Another childhood movie. Could be an action movie.
Yeah, I think that could be. I think so. It's got a lot of swordplay.
I keep running across great
we could make a case. We could make a case for it.
And it has Rufio. Yeah.
It does have Rufio. Does have Rufio.
So yeah, when we were talking about the final scene, like the last act being at the house, by the time it took them 21 days to shoot it, 21 nights, by the way, night shoots in a row. Everyone was miserable. The whole cast and crew had shirts made that said, I survived scene 118. Because it was all one scene. They didn't even break it up different in the script. The whole final act is scene 118. I would love to find one of those shirts on eBay or somewhere. Or even if I couldn't find an actual one, I'd like to get like a replica of it. Because it said I survived scene. Yeah, I survived scene 118. But Wes said all the cast and crew as well. Like in between takes, they were all just covered in blood, and they'd be sitting in the corner.
And that's the
doing
thing,
this, like playing it.
It's a bloody movie. Like obviously, we have seen bloodier. For '96, it's pretty bloody, but like it's effective blood. I love seeing like when Stu is covered in blood, just seeing his hands when he's coughing it up in the kitchen. He's like, I think you went a little too deep, man. Like
I think I'm dying, man.
Get a little dizzy here.
Yeah,
feeling a little woozy here.
Woozy, that was it.
That was a woozy.
And just like
really good.
The blood that like Billy's covered in on top of like cornstarch, but like it really sells that like the house gets fucked up. Randy gets shot and basically does a backflip into some sort of piece of furniture that explodes all over the place. Like
I've never been so happy to be a virgin.
And again, really good writing, and the way they set things up is all that is mentioned in this movie, because when they're all watching the Halloween movie, someone yells out, "Oh, the blood's too red. Look how fake it is."
Yeah.
And, and Jamie Kennedy's like trying to explain stuff. It makes you go like, wait, well, how red is the red in this movie? And immediately it's the bloody, everyone's stabbing each other, and it's got that dark, real red, burgundy look to it. So I'm like,
yeah,
do this really, really well to just kind of play with everything that's said stereotype wise or, meta wise, however you want to say it. They answer it almost in the form of the movie without going, look what we did. Now they do it
slamming it in your face.
Slamming it in your face, which they do that in here. That Skeet Ulrich accidentally, hit Matthew Lillard with the phone.
Yeah.
And he
that was like
ad-libbed
improv.
that.
Yeah.
Yep. He completely did. Yeah.
Hit me with the phone, dick.
Left it in there. I love it. And you get, you should always double tap. We learned that in this movie, even though we don't truly get that as a rule till Zombieland.
It's true. But
this one
Randy
is kind of where Randy, he goes, this is the part where the killer always comes back for that final jump scare.
And I don't even understand why Billy decided to do the rah. It was like, well, dude, she has the gun.
It's funny. It's funny.
Yeah. Like what I also love with the whole final fight scene of like Cindy getting the upper hand, there's never a moment in the movie where Cindy seems kind of like a damsel in distress, because she does fight off Ghostface pretty well with the first encounter. Yeah. Like every time throughout the movie, like she does well to defend for herself, which you could lead to like, well, after her mom was dead, maybe she took some self-defense classes, or, she is much more, like how
capable
women are in this today's society, where they like think about their phone being a weapon, walk into their car alone. Like she's already living in this kind of mindset of like, the world is a real dangerous place. I better be prepared for it.
Situational awareness.
Yeah.
Which is really good. Like when she does get that phone number, she goes out onto the porch. I'm going to call your bluff. And, like she's doing things you expect her to do, not.
Yeah. It doesn't feel forced or anything,
Yeah.
Like it's a very so natural progression. And especially as the series goes on, especially in the later ones, Charlie, like she is such a badass of just
she's
like,
so badass.
Takes
like,
no nonsense.
Gives zero fucks. Zero fucks.
And again, her character is set up well because of the first 10 minutes where we watch the typical victim girl get screwed up, do all the bad, decision making. So we already have a current frame of what a victim is supposed to react to. And then we see Sydney, who can talk the talk, but can she walk the walk? We watch her walk it. We watch her live by her own rules and only have to switch up when the surroundings don't allow her, i.e. go out the front door, which is immediately what she was gonna do, to get locked up in her room, but to not just give up. She doesn't do the cliche run out onto the roof of the house, that you see in all those movies. So
Halloween 4.
Halloween 4, name a horror movie and they pretty much do it. But yeah, I think this one is extremely well done. I mean, we're pretty much at the end of it right here. Where Billy and them are done. So I'd say we get let's jump into the things. What do y'all say?
Oh yeah.
All right, so body count in this, I am changing up what everyone else has done because it doesn't fit our rules. 7 people die, but most count Maureen in the kill count.
Yeah, but that not being
it's not in the movie. It's only referenced,
talked about,
not even a flashback of it. So we don't count it because it's not on screen. So yeah, 7. Go ahead.
Yeah, that was one of the really cool things, how Anna was saying that there's already lore built into this movie. They did it without flashbacks. It was
really
well done. Like
written in there well,
a lazier movie would have just shown you a couple of quick flashbacks.
And they continue it with 2 and 3. Like Cotton becomes a bigger part in 2, at least.
Yeah.
And you know what's so funny is sorry, Charlie, Liv Schreiber actually did the role of Cotton in the first one as a favor to Bob because he had been in that movie Phantoms, which I also think Rose McGowan
Affleck like a motherfucker.
Yo.
So he was like, "Hey, can you just pop in for a day and just like get in the back of this cop car and just help me out a little bit?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure." And then here he went on to be an even bigger role in Scream 2, and then Scream 3. By then,
shows up in 3. Yeah,
Yep. I always loved Cotton.
I like Liv Schreiber.
Oh yeah,
so
exactly.
I do too. He's a great actor.
He is really good. So yeah, 7 people die. It's not a huge, but this is another one of those where it's quality over quantity.
Yeah, like each one is really it's a fitting kill. Like even down to Henry Winkler, because like when he dies, I love that shot of his eyeball that they close in on, and you see Ghostface's reflection. Oh, it's so sweet.
Dope.
And they do it where the goriest parts are off screen, which makes me believe the first few runs at the MPAA we saw the kill.
Probably.
I bet you anything.
But somehow by cutting that and putting it in here, it's even a bit more effective now. Now it gets a little bit more cerebral that you're thinking, we've seen the aftermath, like someone being gutted like a deer. So now you don't always have to, and he's only killing with a knife. I mean, that's pretty much, other than the garage door kill, that's his weapon. That's what he uses. That's his Freddy claws. Everyone has to die from the machete from Jason or something. So it's okay, but there's only so many more creative ways you can kill somebody with a hunting knife. So doing it a little off screen, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. So, all right, let's pick our favorite.
What do you think? Zombie kill of the week?
And I think you should lead us off. You brought this, so you set the bar. What's your favorite kill in Scream?
Definitely the opener, Casey Becker. I mean, I know it might be a cop out to some. I don't give a shit. It's iconic. It's every time I put it on, I put it on as a comfort movie and I'll just let it play. But by the time Ghostface and Casey are talking, I'm just doing this, sucked back in again, and I'll watch it until Sydney starts typing, and then I'll go about my business. But yeah, it's got to be the opening kill.
Nice, absolutely. Pete, what about you, bub? What's the kill in Scream?
When Ghostface comes around with that hunting knife and stabs her in the chest and pulls out gel, because it's just that wasn't this
wrong movie, sir. Shit. You mean he pulls her tit out, not gel?
It was
silicone.
It was silicone.
He's like, that was Carmen Electra, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
It was Carmen or Pam, one of the two. I can't remember.
It was Carmen. It was Carmen.
One of them,
Carmen.
yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna double down with Anna. That first scene made such a statement in such a stale horror landscape. That was such an exclamation point for this movie, saying, motherfuckers, we are not fooling around here. And there was still levity in the movie, but boy, yeah, it was brutal. You felt bad.
You did.
It was just so brutal. I got no other words. But yeah, that was the opener.
Awesome. Nate, what about you, bub? What's your favorite kill?
I'm just gonna switch it up a bit because it's always been one that has like gotten me. It's the cameraman death. It happens so fast.
Yep.
It's a good throat slit, but it also adds when they put him on the fucking roof of the van and all the blood streams down the windshield. Oh my God. Like that, I remember as a kid scaring the absolute shit out of me.
It's not just the kill, it's the aftermath.
Yeah.
That blood just pouring over and Gale being so pissed
and it's
off
like,
that he's
innocent in all this.
My fucking windshield.
And the way she turns and his whole body slams into that fence. Like we are disrespecting the dead.
That was actually one part the MPAA had to cut, was because they said that his face was too horrified. And W. Earl Brown, who played Kenny, was like, It's murder. What do you expect me to look like?
I died.
Yeah, I'm dying. Like my throat got cut. If anything, I'm playing it pretty damn good. But yeah, that was one scene they had to cut down a
You
little
can
bit.
mail me my Oscar then, MPAA.
Yeah.
Just go right ahead. Nailed it. Boom, done. All right. Well, I
Charlie?
guess that leaves me.
It does.
So I'm gonna pick the one that I've always liked, and even as I watched it as a comedy today, is the most comical one. I'm picking Stews because I fucking love everything. Yeah. But I love all of it, from where he gets stabbed too deep and he just keeps on and on about, like, he's slowly dying for like 10
out,
minutes in this movie,
Yeah.
talking on the phone. My mom and dad are going to be so mad at me. But it's that, he still tries to save Billy, tackles Nev. They wrestle pretty damn good for a bit.
Always had a thing for you, Sid.
Yeah, I mean, that's some cold shit to say.
Yeah.
And dropping that TV on him because you're just like, fuck, oh shit. Whether he still lived through it or died, as far as when this movie came out, he was dead. So
the CRT, man.
Yeah.
The LEDs wouldn't have done that.
If that was a Sony
It's
Wega,
a heavy sumbitch.
Yeah.
his face looked like Drop Dead Fred's.
I was gonna say,
there's no coming back from that one, Stu.
Everyone
Yeah,
forgets
well,
how
I'll
heavy
take Stu.
CRTs were.
God, I hated moving those stupid.
Yeah,
things.
moving those.
Oh
were
my gosh.
stupid.
The ones that was sat on the floor too. We
Yeah.
always had
All the
those.
console
big
I had
ones.
one of
Oh,
those
God.
consoles,
years.
dude.
Thankfully, I never had to move one of those.
My father-in-law had one of those Sony Wegas, and he wanted to move it downstairs. And
No.
it was like 2 or 3 of them.
No, I can't.
Just,
The answer is no.
It's stuck there.
Call
Or
a
the
company.
toilet's on
Yeah.
the first floor. Why would you carry it up the second floor? Like, have you ever tried?
Exactly.
God, no.
This is lame. Not doing it. All right, let's rate this bad boy.
Guys, it's okay. He just wanted his machete back. Whew.
All right. As I would say, Vanna, for last, Pete, let's go with you, brother. You saw this in theaters. You
did.
are
I'm
the
jealous.
elder Screamo. What do you think of Scream? What do you rate?
It's a negative thirst. I hate this
I thought
movie.
so.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm gonna fucking punch him. I'm gonna drive to Ohio. I'll be there in 5 hours.
Let's
I'm gonna
go.
punch you
Go,
in
bring
the
it on,
nose.
woman.
Yeah, you're not even going to hit traffic right now. It's perfect time.
I know. I'll probably make it in 4, buddy. Just
And he'll be
waiting on me.
asleep. He will be
Right.
asleep,
I'll be
so you
asleep.
could really get him good.
All right, friends, this is a 10. I dearly love this movie. It was so transformative for the genre at that time. It's something that was desperately needed, and even though we got a bunch of half-assery Final Destination.
Oh, no.
last summer,
You leave the Final Destinations out of. You keep
Some
my
of them
Final
are good.
Destination names
Not
out
all
of
of
your
them.
fucking mouth.
Out your fucking mouth.
There is
There.
not one movie that has affected an entire population of people to not be behind a specific vehicle.
You're damn
Okay,
right.
Without those movies,
You are
heads
very
would have
true.
been all over the highway.
All
because of
over,
Scream.
sir.
All of them.
Anyway, it's a 10 for me. Thank you for picking it, Anna. That was great.
Yay.
All right. Nate, what about you, bub? What are you giving Scream?
I'm going a little bit lower. I adore this movie. I love it. I agree with everything Pete says. I know people get mad at it, or just because I always feel like they think they're too cool to like Scream. It's like, nah, fuck that. I love
I
Scream.
know. I hate
Like,
that.
I
do
hate
too.
that hipster like logic of like just because of how big it got. Yes, we got some pretty shitty movies because of Scream. Even Wes and Kevin got fucked over with Curse because for some reason the studio went, no, you're not going to do this. And they're like, we made Scream. Just let us do werewolves
Let
now.
us do our thing. Yeah.
Yeah, let us, and you'll be happy. And that got fucked up.
Yeah.
But it's a 9.5. 9.5. I just don't like that garage scene. That's my only
That's
complaint.
fair. That's fair.
That's the only
Okay with
thing that, like, really, but other than that, Scream's just fun. It doesn't matter how many times I've seen this movie.
True.
It's a blast. The last time I had watched it, Fawn and I had set up the projector outside and had a bonfire.
It's fun. Yeah.
Tiki torches going and just watching
Oh,
Scream.
yeah.
Oh,
Very
man.
nice.
That's
so
good
much
time.
fun. Yeah, exactly. It's just like have a couple beers and watch Scream outside underneath the stars. It's amazing. I do hope at
Magical.
some point I can catch this one in a re-release on theater, because like the only movie I've ever seen at a midnight release before the Dark Knight shootings happened was Scream 4. And that was a blast because it felt like a stab movie because everyone was dressed up as Ghostface.
It's fun.
There was people with light sticks. It was just like
coming
a
up on
cool
40
experience.
years. Next year's 40 years for it. Maybe it'll
be
be
30. Don't age us that
Thir-
badly.
30.
Is it 30?
30. Yep.
1, 2, oh, 30.
Yeah, 30.
And I imagine with 7 coming out near the
You're
30th
70
anniversary.
minus 40.
Shut up, you.
So
That's hard.
I imagine that there's a very good possibility this will get shown somewhere here in Columbus, and I will make sure I'm there.
I'd be surprised if Gateway doesn't do something.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Some sort of like
Charlie?
watch at least the first 3.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I think I'm going to echo Nate. It is a fantastic movie. I definitely praise it for everything it did to reinvigorate the horror genre. It's phenomenal writing, acting, a couple small things. Yes, I also do not like the garage scene, and a few other little, nitpickly things, but it's a 9.5. I mean, it's definitely way up there. Argument, I guess, could be made for 10. I think the detriment almost is there's only so much you can do with a hunting knife. So that means you have to get creative, and they kind of do in the sequels, but Wes was prolific enough as a horror director. He should have caught on to that in this one, and they weighed too much on the garage.
Still, it was pretty effective though to be like, all right, here's just one knife, and like I can't really think of anyone else that used a hunting knife like this,
without going to the like non
machetes and stuff,
I mean, there's definitely some, like straight to video
Instead,
movies that
we get a
knife.
fucking garage door.
Well, he didn't. Ghostface didn't use a shotgun until 6, and that was just a weapon of opportunity. He picked it up.
Yeah.
And was like, yeah.
Well, you got
and
that,
people
but
got pissed about that too. It's like,
They get pissed.
Well,
People are
they
stupid.
used a gun at the end of 2. I mean, it's like he did use firearms, but I'm just saying
but he was already revealed at that point. Man.
Well,
that
yeah, at that
shotgun
point it was
looked
always
really
revealed.
cool though.
It did look badass, didn't it?
It did, yeah. There's something about it with the whole aesthetic was pretty fucking sweet.
I thought so too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and again, that's just me being uber nitpicky, but
Yeah.
it's definitely a 9.5. So, Anna, you brought this. This was your pick. You busted us out of Pete month, so thank you again for that. So, what are you ranking?
Pete, I was just kidding. Y'all should already know this is a 10. This is a 10 out of 10.
Nice.
This whole franchise, but especially this film, is ingrained in my DNA. It's made me want to enjoy horror on my own terms and not just on my mom's. And this is the first slasher, like masked killer, I showed my daughter as well, and at a young age. So I feel like it's easier to show kids stuff like Ghostface because it's a guy in a mask. It's very Scooby-Doo, like we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
You don't have to get into the whole supernatural in your dream stuff of like Freddy and Jason and dying.
Yeah,
and
that
coming
messes
back.
a kid up.
No kidding, right?
Yeah, like
So,
you can't explain that one as well. They need to be just a tad order.
Exactly.
Just a tad.
Yeah,
Chucky's
exactly.
easy. He's just a doll. Just kick him.
Yeah, just kick him. But Scream has always been in my life and in my family, people I'm around. It's always found its way to me. It seems like Scream 2 is the first horror movie I ever saw in theaters. Fathom actually did a re-release of Scream 2 years ago, and we actually got it close by, which was shocking. So my friend and I, who her daughter's 12 or 13, and she had gotten her into the Scream series, both of us went with Marley and her daughter, and we all went and saw it in the theaters, which was so cool to see it on the big screen again. I felt like a kid, but I'm always going to watch it. I don't care if they do Scream 20. I'm going to be there at the theater to see it. It's the franchise I feel like that can do no wrong. I say this all the time. It's my franchise. This is my fave. I love it. I'm always going to. I'm happy I could bring it to the show.
Definitely happy you did.
Thank you. That you guys had fun with it. This was a great episode.
See, we weren't avoiding it. We were saving it for you.
Yeah, we were saving it. That's all.
Shucks.
Also, have you ever watched the TV show? I never bothered because I hated the mask. I was like, that mask design I hate, so I'm not giving this a chance.
Yes, I did watch the first 2 seasons because those were done by MTV and they had the same storyline and the same characters.
Okay.
Willa Fitzgerald is the main character. She was young Madeline in the new Fall of the House of Usher. Like, she fucking killed it in that. And but that's where she really got started. She was in Strange Darling.
Okay, I did not see.
She was the main girl in it, and in Strange Darling, she was the lead in the Scream series. But I enjoyed it. It felt very like a modernized version of Scream, but it had nothing to do with Sydney or Woodsboro or anything like that. It's totally its own story. It just used the Scream name. But I got invested enough in it to where I wanted to finish it and see who did it. So it was pretty good. It was mid, I'd say.
Fair. All right. Well, that's Scream. That's our first biggin this month in our month of bangers. We have decided it's just, we're bringing the heat this month. 100%.
We had to. We had no choice. We had to.
We had to. So next week is our action pick, and we are also going to be covering a movie that reinvigorated a genre, if not the entire movie making industry.
Man.
I mean, just completely. No one was ready for this,
and much like its sequels went, they exist.
Yeah, same. But we are covering The Matrix. So finally getting into that one, which is, as far as I'm concerned, it's a big one. It's a milestone.
Yeah, like that completely changed filmmaking. And once again, my God,
it in years.
Yeah, in for a treat. Don't worry about the newest one.
Yeah, don't even bother with the newest one.
I heard it wasn't good. I love me some Keanu, though.
Just watch part 1, honestly.
Oh, I love Keanu.
Yeah. All you got to do is, after you finish part 1, you go, I'm going to watch part 2. You go, I'm going to restart part 1.
Yeah, just watch part 1 again.
Yeah.
Then if you're like, I really want to see part 2, put part 1 on again.
You should probably start 1 again.
Yeah, just start it back over,
Yeah.
Much like Charlie, I've fixed 2 and 3 already. So if Hollywood would have just called me, the 2 sequels would have been incredible. But they
just need to start a production company.
Mm-hmm.
We've been trying.
Or maybe just do a different IP altogether. You created one new IP, just create a second IP.
Mall Shark. Just saying.
Yeah.
Mall Shark.
Mall Shark. That's what challenge should have made.
Ghostface Shark.
Ghostface. Oh, I'm dead. I'm doomed. I'm doomed.
Let's pull this mask off and see who he really is. A shark.
Bruce.
A Mako. We thought it was great white the whole time.
I thought it was a hammerhead.
I thought it was a tiger shark.
Oh, gosh.
All right. Well, that's just about got it for everyone.
Jesus Christ. This is fucking... Hello?
What's up?
Click.